Welcome back to the channel and another one of our World Cup playthroughs. Now, it's been a little bit of a while since we've had one of these, and we've got an alternate coming in, and that is Nitro with his first course in quite some time. We can go black tees, let's go pin 2, and let's see. Kind of got medium, and we'll go north or east. So we've gone the extremely firm greens, which works nicely, firm fairways, and then fast greens. Also works pretty well. The new settings have been interesting to play around with. Personally finding that extremely firm fairways are kind of tricky to manage because the ball just doesn't stop rolling. Whereas on the greens it works really nicely. It stops people just sticking wedges from wherever. So this one's another one in our competition of sandbelts. So we are starting off here. Let's zoom on up first. So helipad on a clubhouse, of course. And we've got access road. So I like that we don't go directly out to the coast, but it has that coastal feel, which is cool. Hey, chicken. A lot of effort going into the planting here. It looks really nice. So I really appreciate that it's got that coastal feel without being crammed right up against the coast. Like, that's a really classy way to do it. Bunkers are very big and swoopy, which we do see quite a lot. Nitro always has a habit of making some very cool modern clubhouses. Hey Seb, Matty. And this one seems to be no exception. Very nice. Yeah, there's a lot of effort gone into stuff like this, which would be very easy to not bother. Now, just for future reference, this might be something you don't know because Nitro is away for a lot of 23. You can actually smooth these splines out. You just have to change the spline from a fence to like a stone wall, and then the smooth option turns up for some reason. Bizarre. Ah, golf. Very nice. Oh, and that's where our water comes out. Now this tool is a little bit of a pain, so we're not going to judge it on being absolutely perfect, but it's pretty cool. It is. It's horrible. The way that you can manipulate the land and then the water just kind of moves with it is really not very helpful. Like, sometimes. So this looks very interesting. Freaking play is novel, but like, it can definitely work. I'm just seeing where it goes. Little bridges. Love this area. So the little rocky part here is very cool. Hey, Nitro. Feel free to be hypercritical. You know what we do. And we will have some thoughts because, as mentioned many times, we know sandbelts well on this channel, and there's lots of thoughts and ideas. I really like the idea though, and like looking at the overhead, looks very, very cool. Sorry, Jack. Anyway, overhead looks really cool. Hey, Andy. Okay, let's zoom our way back in. I'm really interested to see how the creek works because that is an interesting aspect for a sandbelt that we wouldn't typically see, but kind of here for it. And then we'll comment on some of the bunkering as we go. Okay, first hole, 285 driver puts me right in this bit, pinching it. I guess, yes, you could play over here, but you have to be so damn accurate. Not worth it. Yeah, really like this. If you take on driver, you can drop water points. Yeah, it's fine. Bunkering looks pretty good. I might have varied the size of one of these, like maybe just have this one and then give a bit more fairway, but doesn't need to. 387. I don't need to do too much. I can just play to here. Like, the strategy is definitely made by the green and where that's working too, but I think we can just do hit a 2-iron, get the angle, go from there. Beautiful shot. And yeah, you're only going to have a wedge in, and really I'm just trying to leave it around about here. Oh, thanks, Axel. Yes, PK South I know of. Right. Let's hit our little choked wedge and see what happens. We'll aim at the pin. Shouldn't go near it. And yeah, we're just going to leave, hopefully, a decent putt. Yeah, a bit higher than I would have anticipated, but yeah, really good, simple first hole. Doesn't need to do more. Green is good. Yeah, no real notes here. Oof. I'm going to try and leave it. Oh, it didn't break as much as... Ah, there it did. Right at the end. Cool views over other holes. The weathering looks really nice as well. It's nice to have the ability to do holes back into the sun again. See, here I like that this big bunker is... like the scaling is different. So this one's huge. And then got some other... like this is cool bunkering. Because it really allows you to swing this fairway out this way. We can run it on, it's just going to be harder. So another short par 4. I'm just going to hit a 3-wood. I like that I've been incentivized to lay up both times. The land movement here feels a little funky, and I can't really work out why. Yeah, might just be being deceptive, to be honest. I feel like it would be cool to be able to see that bunker. Maybe that's what's doing it. Tuck's right behind another. We do like layups. Let's go. We like the option to lay up, most importantly. I'm quite happy with that shot. The wind hits it as I think it will. There we go. Oh, lovely. There's a lot of red sloping there. But another really cool green. Like, and I like the sat down nature of this green compared to the first one. Like, really unique greens like this. Or rather, green complex. Didn't think I could miss that high. Treacherous little putt there. Still, can't complain with a 4-4 start after my last few rounds. Okay, like the look of this one. That is a big green. I think you could have shrunk this one down somewhat. I think it's partly because the scale of the bunkers has gotten really big here. It's also, you kind of wanted to tuck it behind the trees and then almost got a little bit scared. Like, I think if you'd cut it here, that would have been a big green. Adding on this extra bit, I don't think is necessarily needed. The tee shot is also a little awkward as well, because if we carry those bunkers, this one, I just don't think this part of the tee shot works beautifully. The green side and that bunkering looks lovely, but then you almost need to protect the outside of the fairway a little bit more to allow for generating that angle. But still, that's a terrible swing. There you go, Seb. It's very easily doable on sandbox. 91%, possibly. Yeah, I think for me, like the coolest part of the green is that like little bunker string that's cutting front left of it. But at least we can roll something in. So even if we're out of position on a super short par 4, we can still work the ball onto the green, even if it keeps running away from me. Like big does not necessarily mean easy, just a little more. And we're right through a very yellow slope. Oh, Well, it was a really good putt. Can't complain. Just 3 interesting par 4s to start. Love the teeing grounds and the amount of space you've given those. This looks good. I think perhaps love this bunker string. And you can probably soften this a little bit more and make this bit a bit more gradual. I get that we can see it, but it just feels a touch manufactured the way it's following the dog leg absolutely perfectly. Yeah, just looking at this green. I think this green's gotten away from you a bit as well. All right, we are looking what? How deep are we looking at? I want to say 70, 529, 594. Yeah, 65. Right, that's very big. That tree coming into play. I think it might be. How high is my launch on these shots? I genuinely have no idea. That's launching into the tree, surely. I lower it. This is entertaining. I don't have a knockdown. Ah. The answer is that's gone too far. It made me think. And I had all world that side to lay up. Yeah, I like the features on the green, but they're kind of diluted because it's so big. Like this feature is really cool. Just focus, like make this entire green fit into this space with the contours you have, and I think you've got a really good green. It's just too big. Oh, let's use our friendly pitch shot. That's quite nice. As long as you slow down a little bit now. And it's gone. Oh no. Keep our streak of 4s going. Nah, that's high. Disappointing. I'm really liking the weathering, and just the ability to have all of this fairway works really nicely. Good job. Keep our par streak going. Yeah, I can completely understand that. This looks interesting. This one's gotten a little bunker happy, I would say. I think you can keep the same effect by having slightly fewer bunkers, but it is cool. It's tempting. I feel like I would always go this side, right? Because like, even if I end up in the bunker, that's probably still a bit that's entertaining. Well, we are now on roll it up the fairway. No. Shame. I tried to. Again, I think like a smaller green would benefit you here because it would make people think about laying up. Whereas the fact that it's massive means that people are always going to try and drive it, and more often than not succeed, I think. Obviously, this example notwithstanding. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. I like the idea of it. I think just tightness would help. This looks lovely. I know, Seb, I know, I understand. Oh, it's a long par 3. I'm okay with the bigger green on this one. Right. Yeah, I think it is this. more like it. Go on feed now. There we go. Oh, they worked for me. Oh, I know why. 1 second. Right, so it will work now. Anyway, and you'll also get now the sound for hitting shots. This one's really cool. No notes. I like this green a lot. It's as receptive as you need for that long shot. There you go. Oh, still can't putt. Kind of quiet. Yeah, probably. Fine. Ooh, speedy camera. Yeah, I can bump it up. It's because I had music on the other day. So. Okay, 487. This green seems better proportioned. Like, still on the big side, but I'm cool with bigger greens generally for sandbelts. Okay, so a little bit of a hog's back, which leads into that sort of crowned green. Makes sense. And that should be left side of the mound, which is where we want to be. Unless it kicks all the way. That's nicely done. Feel like I might have liked to have seen a little bit of that green. This one doesn't need to be blind necessarily. Especially if you've made the tee shot blind. I think should be able to bounce it on. Fun hole. It will be. It will definitely be 18 pars. And some bogeys. They're not 18. That's low. Like, environment's really cool. Properly enjoying it. Oh, hello. Well, this looks lovely. I really like that you haven't crutched on the coastline. It's more just it's there, it's background, but you don't use it necessarily to just make holes that don't necessarily fit. Somewhere over here. Uh-oh. Yeah, hit it, wind. Yeah, we're okay. Wouldn't it be typical if that was the part that dropped? So predictable. Nice putt, though. Okay, so now we're out on the coast or like looking over it. I don't know. Apparently it exists. Like this fairway could start a little bit closer to the tee. Like just for a little bit of friendliness. Uh-oh. Bounce hard. Oh, it did. Nice. Um, Again, I feel like what I would have liked to have seen. This green's just got a little too much going on. I think pinching front is cool. Pinching back slightly less so because you roll into the bunker and that's a bit more awkward. I don't think you need this lobe necessarily. I like the idea of doing a lion's mouth on a par 5. I think that works really nicely with how you've set it up. Those would have been the little bits that have tweaked. Again, like this bunkering, dragging out this side as well. Oh, looks really cool. Go on, wind. Nicely sculpted. It's cool though. Like, I appreciate that you stopped us rolling into that back bunker. I think you'd have to do that less if you change the green shape a little more. That's missing high by considerable distance. May not two-putt that. Oh, we're good. Cool front nine. I really enjoy that. Okay, this is interesting. So I don't. This one feels a little bit more awkward. I don't see much benefit or ways in which you'd ever really use this fairway, given how firm it is. And I don't think these bunkers are adding anything other than stopping you using that bit of fairway. And it takes away a really big risk. Right. I think if you shifted those two over this side, actually, to be honest, I don't think you need these two. And just let people hit near that and away from this bunker, like that would be a better hole. As is, we're just going to pop into the heavy rough. I really like this green. This one's simple, really well proportioned. I think it makes such a difference when you've got the green sizes right. It looks great. These bunkers dug in are lovely. Same with the planting. Ooh, that was a horrible swing. Bounce hard. Yeah, it was never going to. Ooh, spicy pin. That's going to be low. Yep. All good, though. Nice and easy up and down. Because, yeah, like, this screen's just really focused in a way that some of the others haven't necessarily been. If you have the cool features on the other holes, they're just so big that they don't really come into play on quite a few of the shots. Yeah, this one works much better than the 9th because you haven't pinched at the back. So the green feels it feels like that bunker is more impactful, I would say. I definitely want to get up there. The strategy of this tee works really nicely. Hooray. Now we can open up that little pitch down. I could see people choosing to play this differently if they didn't want to hit a pitch shot in. Ooh. I feel like that's going to get stopped enough. And another cool way to come at the coastline. 13 mile an hour? Yeah, probably. Ah, we're good. Still overreading everything. Yeah, really solid hole again. What a desperately boring scorecard. That's tough. Oh, those feel like they've come off Victoria. About this hole feels like, what are we, 15 at Victoria? Green possibly sloping the other way. Drive ball though. I'll be rude not to. And the bunkers layer really nicely. Hmm. Oh, hey, Jamie. Yeah, not cheeky at all. Like, you can draw inspiration from holes, like we all do. Stay. Hey. And like, I think what I might have done would have been make the green defend it a little bit more. There's just a lot of green slope. I think this is one where you could get a bit more, like, a bit bolder with it. That said, that pin is on a little bit more of a challenging spot. I don't think we've got any risk of that, Seb. Oh, might even come backwards. Did not come backwards. I love that feeling of just tapping a putt downhill, though. There we go, we've made 3. Love the bunkering here. I get why you haven't. I feel like I would have allowed just a bit more fairway over this side. It's not a long par 3. Par 4. Par 5 even. Yeah, I get it. Can I get there with 2 3-woods? I know. That was nicely played, if I do say so myself. I don't think I can I? Maybe. I think I would have been checking bunker sculpting from here as well, just to double check sidelines. Like, that's the really hard bit with them. That could be good. It needs to get a kick left, I think. And it does. Oh, we can reach with 2 3-woods. And it's gone. Yeah, I felt like this one went slightly front to back. I think front to back for this green would be a nice characteristic, actually. As it's kind of just shedding away from the middle. The greens seem to have gotten tamer, I would say, in the first few holes of the back 9. Oh, just like less red slope being used. Oh, that's terrible putt. Realised I'd underread that and had already sent it on its way. Really solid though so far. Like, the only issue I guess I would have is the scaling. Everything else I'm really loving. I think the weathering on the greens looks particularly good. Weathering in general, actually. Okay. This one's gotten a bit bolder. 1 2 1. That's gonna knock it down to out there, probably. Yeah, I know that feeling. Planting looks great. Like, really good. Uh-oh. Not a great shot. Come backwards. Alright. It did okay. I think with this one, what I would be looking at doing is breaking up some of the red slopes a bit. So you can see you've got one here, and it's basically turned it into a 3-tiered green. Like, could we flatten out bits of this one or around here so it becomes like half tiers or rolls or things like that? Just, they'll play more interestingly. I've been overreading everything, so let's go here and still overread it. Strong. Just a little, but it's effective. Really like this bunkering down this side. Okay, another shorter 4. That is a large full side. I don't think all of that needs to be green. Okay. I think it should probably be 3-wood again, right? Go drive a stinger and see what happens though. Aimed a bit left because there's a risk. Yeah, that would have made it. I like this one. Again, I feel like the green, if it were a bit more focused, I love that it's got this spine going here and it kind of falls off. I would love that to feel like a little bit more in play. I think just shaping the green a little bit shallower around here, bringing that in a bit more. Little bits, it's really close. Uh-oh. That's just gone left. Well, we've got an interesting part. And this feature I like far more than a tier, because now I've got a feature that could push me either side, but equally gives me a really interesting part. The only thing I'd note with this one is you've got a really cool feature and then you've tripled it. And I think you can massage this again so it's a little less repeated on all sides. But I do like this as well. Just maybe make it a little less uniform. Get it over the hump and watch it come on down. And nowhere near. Yeah, environment stuff's great. Like trees are really well chosen. Grass is really well done. And the weathering works really nicely for changing those grasses. Big green incoming. Yes, it looks like it. Depends on the whole choice though. So long par 4, where you're pinching driver a little bit, I'm kind of okay with. Also depends on what it does. If it falls front to back, you'd make it typically a little bit bigger. But yeah, it's on the big side. Again, I think if you're pinching ideal line on a sandbelt course in particular, try and widen the fairway a little more. Yeah. No, I can see that. Right. Down 17. Yeah, that's probably the right club. Because, yeah, when you make it bigger, you give it space to roll out. That's going to be high as well. And for some reason, I thought that was way uphill. Oops. It's okay. We made one decent putt after that 8th hole. This looks lovely. The bunker shaping is gorgeous. And the sculpting on it as well, to be fair, with where you're doing the little peaks. This par 3 looks great. Yeah, really like this one. Still a green that's on the bigger side, but this is big and feels like it fits. Come on, wind. Yeah, really enjoy that. Spicy. I mean, there's an obvious place to try to hit the ball. I just wasn't expecting mine to go where I aimed it. No. That look out to sea is really nice as well. Wow. Oh, hey, Christian. Joining. About the right time. Yeah, Edenish is fair. Okay, we finished with a par 5. I really like that. I think that the par 3s have been strong. I think that and 8 have been the two strongest. That one's stronger. Okay. Uh-oh. Come on, wind, save me. Not going to save me. Oh, and I got the fairway bounce. They're out of bounds on here? Oh, there is. Okay. And we're over the road. All right, Tanner. I mean, we might end up doing so. Ah, roll back onto the road? No. Well, this was not the plan. Clubhouse is great. They always are. Just make sure I get out. Yeah, we've got a par putt. Lovely. That's a very cool camera to finish on as well. Nicely done. Okay, so I have some really... there's lots I really enjoyed about that. I think one of the things you did so nicely was just let the course be what it was, and coastal was the environment, but you didn't force the coastal holes. Like, they were a nice relief and they broke it up, but it wasn't like you were racing to get those coastal holes there. What a terribly dull scorecard. I thought the creek came into play really nicely on the front line. I might have liked to have seen it a little more on the back, just because of, I don't know, and I feel like it could have added something that we didn't have as much after 10, if memory serves. I don't think it came in after that. Scaling we talked about. The environment's awesome. I really liked that. Really liked the bunkering. You put a ton of time into that, and it's worked really nicely. The holes are thoughtfully designed and work really well for the vast majority. There's no misses. The only thing that would help is just tightening up some of the scaling on those things, just so that those really cool features you do put in and the shot values really matter, and it will feel like you're not just hitting it generally in the green direction, you're trying to hit specific areas, which is very much a lesson I learned with Black Salt way back when. Like, if you make them too big, they kind of lose focus, and you're just hitting into areas more than... Yeah, and it kind of starts feeling a bit more like luck if you put too much slope on it, which you didn't here. Other than that, I thought the par threes were particularly strong. I'm also really pleased that the restraint of using so many short fours, that's a cool sandbelt style technique. And particularly that start, there are not very many people who would have the balls to go 3 par fours to start that at that length, and then another short four there. Like, that really paid off, and I think that's a really cool scoring stretch that when this eventually goes on tour, like, that'll work really nicely. I'm also... another good touch is I would definitely want to go straight back out and play that again, which is not a feeling I get off every course. It's just really nicely done. No worries, buddy. I thought it was it's a really enjoyable course. That's a great alternate entry. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun picking between those. Thank you very much to all of you who joined along, and we will